Hi guys, this is James with AnswerBase. Just wanted to go over something that we're running into with e-commerce merchants that we are speaking with, and something that is really helping them with their visibility. So just looking to be as helpful as we can, and thought this was useful to not only them but the world. So yeah, the some of them have seen a dip in traffic since the beginning of this year. We What's been happening is Google has these popular products tables that have been taking over. These are not only products in the merchant center, but it's basically any product page with product structured data in it, which Google, you can see this post from 2022, but it's really only been since the beginning of this year that these have started taking over the number one spots. You'll see in this example, it's basically got 20 of the top spots here. And so it's pushing the traditional listings way down. So if you used to be performing well with category searches, that's uh, yeah, that might be a reason. We're also seeing that there's just some pretty easy fixes to become more eligible for these results, which we just wanted to go over. First of all, what you want to do is you want to go into your Google Search Console. On the left-hand side, you'll see a merchant listings option. So you click on that, and obviously the first thing is just check if any of that's red. If you clean up your product schema, you can start to see that green, which is great. But if if you already see green, so if you go in and you're seeing all green and you think you're doing great, if you have product variants, so if you have a product with different sizes and colors or whatever your variants are, you may be missing out on a massive amount of visibility with these merchant listings. So there's something called product group schema, which covers product variants. So if you want to go into your product page, and if you have variants, you can go into your product page, just view the source of the page, and then do a quick browser search for product group. We've run into, I would say more times than not, actually, e-commerce merchants do not have that. And when you apply that to let the world know that you don't only have the product, but various variants of that product, you can see those valid merchant listings go through the roof. So this site had 1,900 valid before that changed. Within just a week or two, you see those pop up over to 120,000. And interestingly, about this site, they only have about 3 to 4,000 products, and they have now, with the product group schema, over 120,000 recognized through these merchant listings. Uh, so yeah, just hope this is helpful for you. Obviously, AnswerBase, we need you to be visible for us to do our job. We continue to see the Q&A content thrive through the latest update. So AnswerBase powers product Q&A, and through that product Q&A, we have seen just notable increases. So it started in March. You see it go through the roof in July and August. What's happening here with the product Q&A content, I'll show you what's happened in the December core update too. You can see the impressions have gone way up there. We haven't seen the clicks follow, but what's happened here with the product Q&A content is this: Google is steering towards what they call people first content. And they had a 2022 helpful content update. Then that turned into the helpful content system last year. And then what happened this year is that evolved and became part of their core ranking systems. And if you look and see what they talk about in the original update here, they're basically telling the world to stop creating content for search engines, create it for people, focus on people first content. And when they define what that is, very first bullet point here, do you have an existing audience that would find the content useful if they came directly to you? So when people do that, when customers do that, they ask you questions. And that's why we love this is because Q&A at its face is people first content. People are you asking you for the content. Some other things that Google pointed out here is that, avoid creating search engine first content. And part of creating search engine first content is thinking that you need to write a certain length, write what's best for the customer. So, are you writing for a particular word count because you've read that Google has a preferred word count? No, we don't. What this means is that a great three-sentence answer can outperform 1,000-word blog post. Okay. Uh, Google doesn't care how long it is. People, some of them prefer a quick answer versus having to read an article for 15 minutes to try to find what they're looking for. So Google's doing exactly what it said it would. That's why we've seen this lift in the Q&A content, the product Q&A content. We've seen this lift. Again, there's a lift in the December update in impressions. And we have customers where up to the best I've seen is 48% of their organic traffic is now coming through these Q&A pages. And basically, these are pages that are specific to satisfying the informational intent. So Google's just doing what it said it was going to do, is it's steering towards people first content. It's rewarding that. If you post this and Google respects it and it's actually satisfying the visitors, it'll actually impact the short tail. So if you're wondering like, oh, what is Google, what am I going to do publishing content in the age of AI? 80% of Google searches are for information. Okay. And it's not just Google searches, like Google behavior is consumer behavior. So if that's what customers are looking for is information. So Google has to satisfy that. But the way that Google incentivizes you to continue creating content is by rewarding the short tail searches through you sharing good information. They reward the short tail searches, and you'll see they created a guide of creating helpful, reliable, people first content. And through this, you'll actually see them copy and paste basically uh, those same sections in the helpful content update are within here. And then what it does is it addresses how to do SEO moving forward. And what the answer is you you apply SEO to people first content. So the days of like doing keyword research and then doing competitor research and then looking at people also ask questions and then creating copycat content where the writer of the content, the editor of the content doesn't know what they're talking about the topic. They're just trying to out SEO somebody in the top 10. Those days are going away. The demand for information needs to come from the customer and it needs to be fulfilled by somebody who knows what they're talking about at the topic that is actually adding value to the internet as a whole. Okay. Then you apply SEO to that content. So that's AnswerBase's approach to create content. It's all about the customer. You satisfy the customer. We see that over 21% of Q&A pairs have attributable conversion. If the content's really valuable to your target customers, a lot of that should have conversion attribution. Okay. So gone are the days where you can create content and just look for impressions and clicks. It's got to be about sales. And again, Google has been rewarding this. We actually had to triple our cloud infrastructure in July and August. We saw this lift start in July 18th, basically, was the first day where we saw that notably go up. Some lift has been more dramatic than others. I'll show you an example here of this site just went through the roof. And again, that's specifically their Q&A landing pages. So again, the first step is make sure you're visible. We can't do our job if you're not visible through your product pages. But once you're visible, we can certainly help with the ranking of those pages through people first content, and hopefully we'll be able to. If you guys have the expertise, someday we should be able to show you charts like this through that Q&A content, and also how that impacts the short tail. So we'd love to walk through more examples of this, show you some examples of how it impacts the short tail as well, and our workflows to do that efficiently. We have customers going and optimizing their product pages in 2.5 5 minutes a page. And again, just seeing this kind of lift through that through this that content that's being generated through AnswerBase. So anything we can do to help, if there's more things that we can just look at and point out that just give you quick wins, we'll do that for free. We're here to help. So reach out, go to answerbase.com, schedule a demo, and we'll look to make sure that you're taken care of. So hope you're well, and looking forward to hearing from you.